Okay, let's see if we can follow up where we left off in class today. One of the things I want to do is just kind of go through this exterior window that we built. A couple things that I did, and so you might want to pause at different times to kind of look at it. But um, if you go in and you click on that window, one of the things is go to the baseline and take a look at some of these dimensions. So we had the kind of offset of 3. What this is showing is basically this line here is going to be the kind of center line of the curtain wall. What I have done is gone back in and made some adjustments to where it is in relationship to offset of that grid line. And so you'll see this dimension here at 5 1/4. Since that curtain wall is in the middle of those mullions that are put in, the 10.5 by 5.5, that makes it about a 5 1/4 deep. So when you do that, and here being on the exterior, the glass is out here, and of course I've had the line, reference line to the outside face of the glass. But there again, that dimension is critical, and that's that distance of the face of the window from the center line of the curtain wall. One of the other things is you'll see here how that looks. So this is kind of showing actually the front side, which is really the inside face, and then of course the back is the outside face of what this window is. So when you go in and look, this is how that should go. Now here's one item. So if you look on the frame, here again the extrusion depth is minus 5 1/4 because it's kind of going back into the space. And then the extrusion start is 5 3/4. So that 5 1/4, which we saw in the plan, and then that 3/4 so that this thing can be offset. So that's how that starts to set up the window. And so when I load this into the project, now I've got I did a few things here. As you can see here, I've got the kind of awning because we have two types of window. We have kind of a left swing and a right swing. So this is actually would be down on this end of the window assembly, but for right now I just have them all being the same. If you look at the level 2, you can see those windows where they're flush with the outside face, and then they also have the glass pushed to the outside. If you look at this in 3D view, you can see that the 2-inch frame is now flush with the floor line and also flush with the face. And so in the elevations, as we were looking at that, you can start to see how the column and the window frame are all flush and kind of in alignment with the floor. So one of the things we want to do is go back. Let's go back and look at these again. Again, just so you have that as reference. 5 1/4. A lot of that is because you have gone in the 3D view and make sure that this exterior extrusion matches that. What will be interesting is that this center mullion that we added really shows the start and the end at 0 and 4.5 to match it up. So what I ended up doing is making sure that this outside mullion was in place, and then I came in here and I just grabbed these edges and aligned them. So you can see here, when it's flush with the face, it'll highlight the outside face. And then I can lock that. And so now this window is in place. And there again, we can kind of look at the exterior elevations. So this is actually showing it kind of backwards of what I had shown on the other one, because one of the things when I went and put it in, and let's go back and I'll show you what I did. So these, when I did place these windows in, go back up here, one we made, curtain wall, small awning. So you'll notice that you don't see the full frame there. So if I go up to level 2, when they come in, they're actually opposite, so it's on the flush on the inside face. So I click on that and I flip it, and so there, now I have that working the way I want to. Let me go to south elevation, and there you go. That awning and that awning window and this hinged window are now facing the right direction. So what we're going to want to do is make an alternate to this. So we'll make basically this same window again, but we're going to call it, let's go to exterior. So what we're going to want to do is do a save. Now let's modify this. Oh, now what did I do? Hang on. Okay. What I want to do is a save as family. And what I should be small awning 2. Now if we load that into project, what we want to do is change this one to small awning 2. And let's take a look at the elevation. So we got that one going one direction and that going the other. So we're looking good. I'll do a quick check here. Okay, so the other window that we want to set up now, so we got these in. Let's go to level 2 and grab this one. Let's get the exterior view. So we want to have these as fixed panels. So let's click that, delete, delete. Okay, go up here, save as family, and we're going to call this one curtain wall split window. Now I've done this before, so now I'm going to save. Yes, I'm going to replace what I had. So now I have this. I can load that into the model. So let me go here, tab on, there we go. And let's change that to split window. Let's do 2 of these. Go to our elevation. And now you will see that I have the awnings and the hinged opposite each other. And now I have your regular window. So if we look at that in 3D, everything's kind of flushing out. So now I can start to go down and march and change all of these to the windows that you have made. So here we go, split window. So you'll be able to see here pretty soon. We're got all these in. Curtain wall. Oh, I've got the whole curtain wall. Sorry. There we go. Now, notice that these are all inset, so I'm going to go in my level plan, and I am going to flip those so that the outside face is facing outside. So now I should have in elevation some of my operable windows, and then I also have my fixed windows. So now we've got 1, 2, 3 types that we've made families for, and now you can start to do the same exercise and utilize those for windows all the way around the second level. And then of course, if you've done the upper windows, you can start to do those. Now we have an overall window size in here, and then once those columns and stuff have been put into place, that should actually go to the shape that you have in here. So I will check with you back on Monday to make sure that these are working that way. If not, I'll go through and make sure we got the exercise so that you can put these 5 panels in and the glass panels that come across here, and then show how to put that other mullion symbol similar to what we did here, where that's a fixed mullion condition 2 feet up. We will do the same thing where we have a fixed condition that's 1 foot down from the top. Anyway, that is how you start to develop families, especially for Windows. So as we're starting to put all the different pieces together on this project. Anyway, hope that helps, and just go back to the beginning, check some of your numbers and see how they coordinate with what I've got built here, so that you're able to do this exercise. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.